Welcome to this edition of Africa 360, the current affairs show at the forefront of news from the African continent. We unpack news by going beyond the headlines to bring you what you won't see anywhere else. If it's about Africa, we're talking about it. I'm Maroleng, and this is Africa 360. In this edition, it's meant to seek justice for the victims of crimes against humanity. But in Africa, the international criminal courts come under fire. Leaders accuse it of unfairly targeting the continent. This week on Africa 360, we put the ICC under our spotlight as we talk to its new chief prosecutor, Fatou Bensouda. All this and more only on Africa 360. Well, the International Criminal Court was established over 10 years ago. Its main aim to try those responsible for the world's worst atrocities. Well, Fatou Bensouda has become the new face of the International Criminal Court. She's the first African and first woman chief prosecutor, and one of her main challenges will be to reconcile the court with the continent.
Fatou Bensouda taking the oath of office as the new chief prosecutor of the Hague-based International Criminal Court. She has vowed to bring perpetrators of crimes against humanity to book. After serving as deputy prosecutor of the court for 8 years, Bensouda took over from Luis Moreno Ocampo. Ocampo had been the chief prosecutor of the court since its inception 10 years ago. But her appointment could not have come at a worse time. Critics, which include former Liberia's President Defense Counsel Courtney Griffiths, have accused the ICC of targeting Africa while ignoring perpetrators of atrocities in other parts of the world. But Bensouda has denied these claims.
ICC is not targeting Africa. ICC will continue, will work for the victims and with the victims of Africa.
Since its inception, the majority of the cases the court has handled have been from Africa. Only one of these has led to a successful conviction. The ICC was established in 2002 with the ratification of the Rome Statute. 121 countries are signatories. However, key countries such as the United States and China have not signed up. Among those wanted by the court are Uganda's Lord's Resistance Army's leader Joseph Kony and Sudan's President Omar al-Bashir.
As I begin my tenure,
while some believe Fatou is the right person for the job, she still faces an uphill battle in winning the trust of the African continent.
I recently caught up with Fatou Bensouda during her visit to South Africa. We spoke about some of the ICC's challenges and whether there's any truth to this perceived notion that the ICC is indeed biased or has a biased stance towards Africa. Take a look. Fatou Bensouda, thank you so much for joining us on Africa 360.
Thank you.
It's such an honor to have you on our program, being at the top of what I describe as international jurisprudence, now as the chief of the International Criminal Court. But it's not only that for us at Africa 360, it's the fact that for the first time, we have an African at the head of this institution. So we salute you and we wish you the best. But having said that, could you describe to us what the role of the International Criminal Court is?
The International Criminal Court was established in 2002. And it was established by the international community and countries who are interested based on the notion that there should no longer be impunity for grave crimes like crimes against humanity, genocide, and war crimes. And it was also created to have a permanent, independent international criminal court. States, this is a court that is not created by the United Nations. It is a court that is created by states voluntarily, signing the Rome Statute, which creates the court, and ratifying the statute for the court to come into existence. Today, 121 states have voluntarily signed and ratified the Rome Statute and have created the International Criminal Court. Out of Africa alone, 33 countries out of Africa are part of the ICC. They have signed and ratified. The rest have not, but I hope that they will be able to join too.
Have they given you an indication of why they haven't ratified the Rome Statute?
You see, the states that have not signed or ratified do not need to give indications. As I said, this is a voluntary organization. Nobody, no state has been forced to be part of the ICC. They took it upon themselves to say that I do not want impunity anymore in my country or over the territory I have jurisdiction over the crimes of genocide, war crimes, and crimes against humanity. And effectively what you're doing is when, as a state, you sign and ratify the Rome Statute, what you are saying is that as a state, when these crimes happen in my territory, I am going to investigate them because I am the primary authority responsible to investigate and prosecute these crimes. But if I do not do it, I am part of this independent institution, which is the ICC, that can step in and investigate and prosecute.
I'll tell you why I'm asking you this question. Now, when you look at some of the states outside of Africa who have not ratified the Rome Statute, we see some big countries there. For example, the United States is not a signatory. And a lot of people say this creates almost a duality or a hypocritical international system, in the sense that countries like the United States, to a lot of African countries or developing countries, have been involved in what others call war crimes or crimes against humanity. And here I talk about their activities in places like Iraq and Afghanistan, where conflicts are ongoing. What's your view on this?
You see, I still come back to the same statement I was making earlier on. No state will be forced to become part of the ICC. Those who became part of the ICC made the resolve that we do not want this to happen on our territory, but if it happens, we will take action. If we don't take action, ICC will take action. And I do not think that by other states, other governments not becoming part of the ICC will not make the ICC work. Today we have 10 years of existence of the ICC. And practically what you have seen is that ICC has become a key and relevant player in international dynamics, in the international arena. I think we have become relevant to what is happening. You see, the ICC is a new instrument in the toolbox. It's a new tool that policymakers can use to also resolve conflicts or to even prevent conflicts from happening.